Hello again. Today I am going to read you three poems by the Northern Irish poet John Hewitt. Um, their links, I think, will be fairly apparent, so I'll just start. The Swathe Uncut. As the brown mowers strode across the field, shapes fled before them, thrusting back the grain, till, in a shrinking angle unrevealed, the frightened hare crouched back, the last at bay, for even the corncrake, blind in his dismay, had found the narrow safety of the drain. And so of old the country folk declared the last swathe holds a wayward fugitive, uncaught, moth gentle, tremulously scared, that must be by the nature of all grain, the spirit of the corn that should be slain, if the saved seed will have the strength to live. Then by their ancient ritual, they sought to kill the queen, the goddess, and ensure that her spent husk and shell be safely brought to some known corner of beneficence, lest her desired and lively influence be left to mock the next plough's signature. So I have figured in my crazy wit, is this flat island, sundered to the west, the last swathe left uncut, the blessed wheat, wherein still free the gentle creatures go, instinctively erratic, rash or slow, unregimented, never yet possessed. And the second of John Hewitt's poems that I'm going to read for you is The Ram's Horn. I have turned to the landscape because men disappoint me. The trunk of a tree is proud. When the woodmen fell it, it still has a contained ionic solemnity. It is a rounded event without the need to tell it. I have never been compelled to turn away from the dawn because it carries treason behind its wakened face. Even the horned ram, glowering over the bog hole, though symbol of evil, will step through the blown grass with grace. Animal, plant, or insect, stone or water, are every minute themselves. They behave by law. I am not required to discover motives for them or strip my heart to forgive the rat in the straw. I live my best in the landscape, being at ease there. The only trouble I find I have brought in my hand. See, I let it fall with a rustle of stems in the nettles, and never for a moment suppose that they understand. And the third poem I'm going to read is called The Mainland. The island people first were mainland people, shouldered from crowded valley to the beach, some even afloat before the outsiders came, with emblem and ultimatum of invaders, heavily armoured in rumour, invincible. Always they were the young, the loose of foot, could grab the few tools handy, bundle up the little earthen gods, the lamps, the flints, the pots of seed laid by for the next spring. Occasionally ore might clear a space for a grandfather who knew every star and all the rhymes for luck and love and labour. But this was seldom. Children, goats and women left little room enough for the rower's knees, and so departed while the drift of smoke from the torch thatches hung a day's march off. The only choice then was from the lone known landmarks into the sunset, out of the fierce noon. When 7 generations had been buried in island earth and all was planted well, the hill tribes broken and the hill names kept a long while since, the story should have ended. The island now a nation, its people one. But legends of the mainland still persist in hearthside talk and rags of balladry, and now and then a man will test their truth by sailing back across the ancient track to find it rich in all but what he sought.